Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the incredible life story of Gautama Buddha, from his birth to enlightenment. Have you ever wondered how a prince became a spiritual leader revered by millions? Well, stick around to find out. Exploring Enlightenment, a deep dive into the life of Gautama Buddha and his impact on society. No matter how sophisticated or profound a religion may be, it remains a product of society. As a social construct, religion influences and, in turn, is influenced by society. This interaction is inevitable. The geographical and climatic conditions of ancient India created a unique historical context distinct from other nations. This setting fostered the early emergence of progressive humanistic thoughts and ideals of liberation. Indeed, any religion or philosophical ideology is, to some extent, a reflection of the societal, climatic, and ethnic conditions that shaped it. Without understanding these real-world contexts, one cannot fully grasp the cultural and philosophical essence of Buddhism. Buddhism has a history spanning over 2,000 years, spreading across continents, adapting and evolving with each social milieu it encountered. To discuss the origins of Buddhism, one must delve into the historical context of India, at that time a broad topic requiring careful exploration of India's pre-Buddha political, religious, and philosophical thought. Through this, we can better appreciate the profound and sacred significance of Gautama Buddha's birth. However, it's more practical to present this vast topic when time and space allow. For now, we will skip the detailed historical background, focusing instead on a brief history of Gautama Buddha, a timeless master of humanity. Before Buddha's birth, Indian society was incredibly complex in terms of religion, philosophy, politics, and social structure. The Manu Smamtai, a text blending political and religious doctrines, established many unfair social practices that empowered the Brahmana priestly and Kshatriya warrior classes at the expense of the lower Vaishya and Sudra classes. The prevalent religious and philosophical thoughts of the time were akin to those during China's Warring States period. Amid such societal chaos, Buddha appeared like a warm morning sun dispelling the long-standing darkness of ignorance. He was not just a beacon for India, but a pioneer showing humanity a new way forward. Buddha was the first to proclaim a human-centric approach to solving the era's existential dilemmas. His life is a magnificent symphony of wisdom and compassion, a light and vessel of hope for all societies, regardless of time and space. Even non-Buddhists can find profound meaning in studying the life of this great saint, which sheds light on every human life. Here, we explore the key aspects of Buddha's life. Buddha was born on April 15, 623 BC, in Lumbini Garden, near the city of Kapilavastu, about 15 kilometers from what is now the Ruminidhi district of Nepal. His parents were King Suddhodana and Queen Maya of the Sakya clan. Kapilavastu, located on the northeastern edge of India near the Himalayas, is now recognized as Bulia in the Basti district, 3 kilometers from the Bengal railway station at Babuan. During a festival in Kapilavastu, Queen Maya, after offering flowers and incense, left the royal palace and had a dream of a white elephant entering her side, which was interpreted as an omen that she would give birth to a noble and virtuous son. King Suddhodana was overjoyed, anticipating a successor to his throne. According to custom, Queen Maya returned to her father's home in the Kolya kingdom to give birth. On the way, she stopped in Lumbini Garden to enjoy the blooming flowers. Under an Asoka tree, she gave birth to Prince Siddhartha, heralding great joy throughout the kingdom. The prince's birth was a day of celebration, with the entire kingdom, from commoners to hermits, joining in the festivities. A sage named Asita, who lived in seclusion in the Himalayas and was highly respected for his spiritual attainment, visited the newborn prince. He bowed deeply in respect, laughed with joy at the prince's auspicious signs, and wept knowing he would not live to see the prince become a Buddha. Despite the sage's prophecy, King Suddhodana named his son Siddhartha Gautama, hoping he would fulfill all his royal duties and desires. Tragically, Queen Maya died 7 days after giving birth, and the prince was raised by his aunt, Mahapajapati. Early life of the prince. Education and early life. Prince Siddhartha was thoroughly educated in both the arts and martial skills. The best teachers in the kingdom were brought to the palace to teach him contemporary subjects such as language, literature, craftsmanship, medicine, logic, and philosophy. By the age of 12, he had mastered these disciplines and impressed his teachers with his intelligence and virtue. During a plowing ceremony, while others were engrossed in the festivities, the young prince sat quietly under a rose apple tree, entering a deep state of meditative absorption. King Suddhodana was amazed and expressed his deep reverence for his son, saying, "My dear son, this is the second time I bow before you." As Prince Siddhartha grew older, his thoughtful nature deepened. To prevent him from renouncing the throne, King Suddhodana and his ministers devised plans to keep him engaged with royal life, including building 3 luxurious palaces for him and surrounding him with entertainment and comforts. Despite these pleasures, the prince remained contemplative about life's deeper meanings. To shield the prince from life's harsh realities and keep him from thinking about renunciation, King Suddhodana arranged for his marriage to Princess Yasodhara from a neighboring kingdom when the prince was 16. The king hoped the warmth and love of married life would anchor the prince to his royal duties. Encounter with suffering, however, the prince's reflective nature and boundless compassion soon led him to ponder the suffering of humanity. With his father's permission, he ventured outside the palace for the first time and was confronted with the stark realities of life, aging, illness, death, and asceticism. These sights deeply moved the prince, revealing the impermanence and superficiality of worldly pleasures. After speaking with an ascetic who represented a path to liberation, Prince Siddhartha resolved to find a truer, more meaningful way of life, one that offered a permanent solution to human suffering. Around this time, Princess Yasodhara gave birth to a son, Rahula. The prince remarked, "A fetter has arisen," and decided it was time to leave his princely life behind. The Great Renunciation. One night, after visiting his sleeping wife and newborn son for the last time, Prince Siddhartha left the palace with his servant Channa and his horse. Under the guidance of the stars and the chill night air, he crossed the river Anoma, cut his hair, and exchanged his royal garments for the simple yellow robe of an ascetic. Alone, he began his quest for enlightenment, embracing the life of a wandering monk without a permanent home. The prince's journey led him to various teachers and spiritual leaders of the time, including Alara Kalama and Uddaka Ramapada, with whom he quickly mastered advanced meditative states. However, realizing that these teachings did not lead to the ultimate truth of liberation from the cycle of rebirth, he continued his search. 6 years of asceticism. In ancient India, it was believed that one must endure severe ascetic practices to achieve spiritual liberation. Prince Siddhartha joined a group of ascetics in Uvila and practiced extreme forms of self-denial for 6 years, leading to a state of near death. Despite the intense physical pain, these experiences did not disturb his mind or bring him closer to the truth. Realizing the futility of self-mortification, he accepted a bowl of milk from a village girl named Suyada and bathed in the Naranjara River. His 5 companions, believing he had abandoned his spiritual quest, left him to seek enlightenment alone. Enlightenment. Alone, Prince Siddhartha sat under the Bodhi tree and entered deep meditation, progressing through various stages of concentration. During the night, he attained the threefold knowledge, recalling his past lives, understanding the karmic destinies of all beings, and realizing the 4 noble truths about suffering, its cause, its cessation, and the path leading to its cessation. At dawn, he achieved supreme enlightenment and became known as Gautama Buddha, the Awakened One. Conclusion. Throughout history, many heroes have achieved great feats on the battlefield, but few have conquered their own desires. Buddha's victory was not for personal gain or limited familial love, but out of boundless compassion for all beings. His renunciation of royal luxury for a life of simplicity and his dedication to teaching the path to liberation demonstrate his profound love and altruism. Buddha's life is a testament to the power of self-cultivation and the potential for every human to achieve. His teachings, encapsulated in the Buddhist scriptures, emphasize the intrinsic dignity and capability of all individuals to reach spiritual maturity. His message to avoid all evil, do good, and purify the mind continues to inspire and guide humanity toward wisdom and compassion. Before we wrap up, I encourage you to explore more about Gautama Buddha's life and teachings. Share your thoughts or questions in the comments section below, and let's continue this journey of discovery together. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious and stay enlightened.